Point of view. The decision about the point of view to utilize in a piece of fiction is crucial, as it determines not only the perspective from which the story is told, but also sets the limits of the storyteller's understanding. Let's briefly review the concept of point of view using the following excellent examples from the University of Purdue Online Writing Lab. The examples provided by Purdue's OWL reference Anton Chekhov's short story Vanka and James Baldwin's Sonny's Blues. If you're interested in reading these stories, the hyperlinks can be found within our lesson. Point of view refers to the perspective the author uses to tell the story. Though authors may switch and combine points of view, in traditional fiction there exist 3 points of view. Third person. In third person, the author tells the story, but the author decides if the events will be objectively given, or if she can go into the minds of every characters, to what degree she can interpret the character, to what degree she can know the past and the future, and how many authorial judgments will be allowed. For example, Chekhov uses third-person limited omniscience in his story Vanka. Chekhov tells us when Vanka is thinking, but he doesn't go into detail about what Vanka is thinking. Chekhov lets the action show what Vanka is thinking about. If Chekhov had written the story in third-person omniscience, then we would know everything that was on Vanka's mind, and we would be given a great deal of interpretation about why Vanka acts the way he acts. If Chekhov had chosen to write Vanka in third-person objective, we would only get those details that could be outwardly observed. Vanka would not pause to think twice about how he should begin his letter to his grandfather. We might see him lift his pen and then start writing again, but nothing more. Second person. Second person is unusual in fiction and is more common in poetry. In second person, the character is not referred to as he or she or by name, but rather as you. If Chekhov had written Vanka in second person, it would begin like this. You, a boy of 9, who had been for 3 months apprentice to Alyalin the shoemaker, were sitting up on Christmas Eve. First person. Authors use first person when a narrator who is also a character in the story speaks. Baldwin's story, Sonny's Blues, is written in first person and begins, I read about it in the paper, in the subway, on my way to work. The narrator who speaks is Sonny's older brother, and he is also the main character in the story. In deciding which point of view to utilize, many factors should be considered. How closely do you want the readers to identify with a character? How much of that character's thought processes do you want to reveal to the reader? What limitations will your selected point of view present? Are these limitations acceptable in the development of your story? Are there ways to circumvent these limitations?